I'm going to say hi. I don't know who's going to show up because I didn't announce this one. And, oh, wow. It has been such a crazy time for me. I'm going to wait just a little bit to see if anybody shows up and we'll take it from there. Well, somebody's here. Hi, whoever got in first. And we shall see. Hi, hi. Looks like somebody else made it. So glad that you came in to join me. I look like hell tonight. I apologize in advance. I really did not even put makeup on today. That's something I don't do. Hi, Susan. Nice to see you. I was exhausted. I have been walking around for, God, it's got to be just under a week. I think it started last Tuesday, where I just didn't feel well. You know, the kind of general malaise when you can't pin it on anything specific. Hi, Myra. Good to see you as well. It's nothing specific. You just don't feel well. And after a couple of days of this, I've had people say to me, why don't you go to the doctor? Well, okay, so you go to the doctor. Hi, Lauren. And the doctor says, how do you feel? Hi, Casey. Um, And you say to the doctor, I don't feel well. And he says, or he or she says, what's wrong? I don't know. I just don't feel well. Can you be more specific? No, because I don't have specific symptoms. You know, when you just feel weak and you feel out of sorts, you know you're not right. I felt slightly chilled. I felt slightly, not feverish, but just not right. And then I wondered if perhaps the week before, when I went out to lunch with the girls, they both had been sick. Jackie had gotten a really bad cold, and Gail was in the process of being sick or whatever. So I thought maybe because I take all my vitamins and I do all of that, that maybe it didn't manifest itself into anything that specific, but I just didn't feel well. So it was a, strange kind of week, and I didn't get a whole lot done. I'm extremely upset with myself that I have not gone back to the whatchamacallit, the gym, because I was feeling so much better when I went to the gym. But again, knock wood and fingers crossed that it stays that way. I'm thrilled to report that I'm still able, most days, to go down many steps as long as I can hold onto the railing on both sides. I can go down with 1 foot on each step instead of 2 feet on one step. And that's such a huge hurdle to get past. So, and I didn't know if I ever would. So I'm absolutely grateful for it. I did another video for you folks, and I really tried to put it out. I don't know if there's anybody who can help me. Energy. No, I was feeling weak. Lauren was asking if it's energy level or nausea. I definitely had stomach symptoms. There was no question. My stomach was not quite right. And when you eat, I know, Myra, it is hard to get back into the whole routine with the gym, but I just felt so good when I did it. I just did. Anyway, I need help. If there are any gurus watching this, I cannot load my videos from my phone onto my computer. So I have made regular videos and I'm not able to load them. It makes me crazy. I used the other phone, the one that I'm actually live on tonight, and when I did that, it kept telling me that I didn't have enough storage space to download the video onto my phone. I don't, well, I use a cable to connect it to my computer, but it was not even letting me download the iMovie file onto my phone. It kept telling me that I didn't have enough storage, but I have plenty of storage left. I have 128 gigabytes And I don't remember if I had 70 used or I had 70 left. I forgot which it was, but I had lots of storage left. So I don't know how to do it. And it just kept giving me the message that I couldn't load it. Then when I tried to send the video directly from my phone to YouTube, it wouldn't let me do that either because it was another get ready with me. And it told me that the video was too long, that the only one that they would let me do directly is if it was under 15 minutes, and this one was closer to 30 minutes. So here I am, having made it, having edited it, having put it together, and I can't get it out there. So it's enormously frustrating. I have 3 or 4 videos trapped in my phone. So, hi Sheila, nice to see you. So it's just kind of been like that. And it's been odd. My phone and my computer, I think they both are. I know one of the phones, but they've been updating. That's a good point. They have been updating a lot lately because I just had an update on the phone, and then it told me that there was another one that was going to update. It will only update. I have Windows 10 on my desktop. Yes, I do. Um, yeah. I really so miss my Mac. Oh my God. I really do. I just don't like the Windows computers, but it is what it is. It's what I have. So um, I'm frustrated. I really am frustrated. I want to be able to do these things. So your iPad had a hard time downloading? You did it? I don't know. I am I did get a message on my one of my phones, and I forgot which one it was, that it couldn't do the update overnight because the phone wasn't plugged in and it had to be plugged in, turned off, plugged in, and charging. So I'm going to try to leave it tonight and see. I have a tendency, for some odd reason, of taking the phones or at least one of them to bed with me at night because I don't sleep all that well. And when I wake up, I have a habit of checking my phone to see if there's anything new with any of the things that I do online. I know it's silly in the middle of the night, but I do it. I just do it automatically. So um, I often have the phone with me and then I plug it in the morning to charge because my phones run down really quickly and they're both relatively new. I got them just a year ago. You do that too? Oh, that's good to know that it's not just me. I mean, I just want to know if anything new is happening. And I was laughing. I was looking at something on one of the groups on Facebook for Poshmark. And there was a guy who came on and he said, everybody get ready for Black Friday because I wasn't ready for it last year and I made $1,500 on that day and I wasn't ready for it. And this year I'm going to be ready. So another one of the people who posted on there wrote something like, um, okay, and how did you do that? Or what were you selling? Or whatever it was that she said, because I'm lucky if I make $5, I think she said a week on it, and it made me laugh because I said there is such a huge chasm between the people who are killing it and the people who are trying to figure it all out. So it's kind of amusing. I spend a lot of time trying to learn anything that I do that's new. Oh, hi, it's nice to see you, Carol. I'm so glad you were able to join us again. And, and again, I do apologize for not being on last time, but I just was feeling so awful. And I said, I cannot do this. As it is today, I've got no makeup on, so lipstick. And I just, yeah. So, I don't know, it's been a strange kind of time. It really has. I keep looking for things around the house and of course not feeling well. I'm trying to do all this work at home, but how do you do it when you feel like hell? And everything becomes such a huge, huge issue. It's actually funny. I wanted to show you. Let me see if I can turn this around for a minute. This is going to be awfully jerky, so forgive me for that. But I had a lamp from my stagings, and I've been trying to get rid of extraneous stuff because my house looks a little bit like a warehouse. Because with trying to sell things online, you have to have inventory. And I hate having inventory because inventory equals clutter. And as I'm trying to declutter, I'm cluttering. So I can't win for losing kind of thing. But I was trying to figure out what to do with things temporarily until and unless they sell. So I had this lamp and I love this lamp. I used it in two stagings, I think. And my intention was to keep it and all of that. But, with so much going on here, it's hard. It's hard to get rid of lamps. I happen to love the lamps that I have, but I'm going to try to turn this around so you can see it for a minute. Not sure if it's going to work, so forgive me if it does not. Okay, let me take you around to the other side of the room and see if it shows up. Do you see it there? Yeah, that's the lamp, and it's like a almost navy blue, and it almost looks like a brushed nickel base. I know, I know, it is so hard to get rid of lamps. What is it about that? I mean, it's just there's something very special about them. I know. I bought a lot of my lamps in the past. No, nobody wants them. Um, I have a number of lamps that I had bought in on. I think I got a lot of them at Home Goods over the past number of years to use for stagings. There were some that were really, really good lamps. They used to have very expensive lamps sometimes that they would have these crazy great price. Well, I mean, if a lamp was 250, for example, you could get it maybe for $99. And they just were, some of them were truly gorgeous. And I bought a number of pairs of lamps because I would use them in different stagings, and they made all the difference in the world. It was kind of the jewelry in the room. And by the way, speaking of that, I wanted to ask if anybody thinks that there would be any interest in this. Of course, I make videos. That doesn't necessarily mean you'll ever see them because if I can't get them loaded, I don't know what to do unless I do it as a live because then it automatically goes on. But doing it as a live is risky if you're trying to do something that you think is going to. Well, I wanted to do something in terms of decorating, for example. I showed you my tablescape that I had done in the dining room when I was working on the dining room. And I put out a few of, now I had gotten all those things, a really good lesson. I had gotten a whole load of things, Halloween kind of things, to sell on the store, and essentially they didn't sell. So here I am stuck with all this Halloween stuff that once Halloween comes and goes, I'm dead in the water. So it means it was a big mistake and it's a good lesson for me because for me, I am not going to go with holiday specific stuff unless I get something so unique or so that I can price so well, because I don't want to get stuck with loads of inventory that I can't move. But I did want to show you, I've had these couple of pieces. Forgive me for reaching over. I've had these couple of pieces for a number of years. Oh, please. Yeah, so I wanted to do like the tablescape. I wanted to create a video where I can show everybody how, by simply making changes with some decorative pieces, how you can totally change the feeling and the look of a room. So I think that might be fun, and you can let me know if you think that there might be any interest in that kind of thing. As I say, at this point, until I can figure out this thing about how to get my phone to actually transfer the information, it could be moot. Oh, okay, Carol. Yeah, I think it's great. All right, let me show you this. I had these three witches that I bought years ago. I'm in love with them. I really am. I don't know if you will be, but let me show you one of them. This is my little witch lady. I mean, am I crazy or is she cute? Look at her. Let me put her farther back where you can actually see the whole thing. I had three. One of them, when I had the guys here to move, isn't that adorable? When I had the guys here to move my armoire from one wall to the other, they moved it with all my stuff in it and they broke one of the three statues. They actually broke her nose off, which I guess is easy if you take a look at the size of her nose. But anyway, I do still have the two of them left, and I love them, so I put them out. My ex-daughter-in-law's mother, when she had seen my witches, she hated them. She thought they were scary looking, and I thought they were the cutest things I had ever seen. So I take them out year after year, and I just put them out for a little while. Let me just put her back. So we shall see. My shoulder is killing me too. I have been dragging really heavy things out of the house and, trying to get rid of more and more and more garbage. I did have this friend of mine offer to come over and help get rid of some stuff, and I may let him do that because I'm getting to the point where it's kind of impossible. I'm going to hurt myself trying. I tend to think of that I don't know whether I think that I'm younger than I am, which, by the way, I was talking to Linda, and I said this in the video that I made, so it'll be repeated if I ever get that video loaded. We were talking about something, and Linda, she said to me, Jerry, she said, I know you like not to think of yourself as old. She said, but you're old. And she said, and I said, gee, thanks. And she sort of hesitated for a minute, and she said, you're well preserved, to be sure, but you're old. So I guess sometimes we need a reality check. I think so many of us tend to not think of ourselves that way because, as I said, my father always exactly. My father always said that it's life's cruel joke because in your body you feel the same. You just don't feel any different. So, oh, somebody just liked one of my listings. I'm going to take a peek and see what it is. Oh, it's it's the booties. I really like those. The this was what's her name? Ivanka Trump. I like these. I think they're really pretty. It's a funny thing. You never know what people are going to be attracted to or not attracted to. I have made so many mistakes. I think if I ever get good enough at this to know what I'm doing, yeah, aren't they? I mean, I can't believe though that I used to wear that kind of a heel height. Look at the heel on that thing. I know. Isn't it shocking, Myra? When you do look in the mirror and you go, who is that? I used to say when I looked in the mirror that I felt as if.
I found this on the web.
Oh, Siri talks to me a lot now. Now that you have that new thing that says, hey, Siri. Yeah, I do think I have some nice, sexy boots and shoes and things, but who knows? I can't tell if I have a handle on it. I don't know the right names. I don't know the brands that are trending. I'm not young. And I guess I'm not doing the right research, but if I'm ever good enough at it, I would want to share that information because it can be so frustrating. You think so, Myra? Oh, that's nice to hear because I try so hard. I have to tell you, I was so excited. I think it was this morning. I got a notification that I had this decorative piece sold. I listed it a day ago. That doesn't happen to me. One day. I know. I know, Carol. Isn't that funny? Yeah. Um, yeah, it's absolutely true. But you know what it is? I don't know. I don't know if there are a lot of young girls shopping on these on Poshmark and things like that. There are people who are selling like crazy, and there are other people who just can't seem to figure it out, and they'll sell something here or there, but it's like you don't haven't made that magic connection yet that it takes. And I watch video after video after video because I want to learn. I want to learn as much as I can, and I haven't tried Let Go. Isn't Let Go more local, Carol? I'm not sure. I have tried Mercari and I've tried Poshmark. I stuck a toe in eBay, but I haven't really done much of that. Yeah, I'm not sure. eBay, I understand though, is having some glitches now because I was watching Lavender. It's some kind of a resale thing. Lavender clothesline, and she was saying that apparently whatever this glitch is was serious enough to take people who were doing hugely well. What is this? Really? Oh my God. I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you how happy that makes me. I just got a message saying I wanted to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. Because of you, I've gone through 2 MRIs and 3 MRIs in 2 weeks. Let me tell you something. Oh, okay, Carol. I'll tell you something. When I put that video out, and that video is over a year old, and it's gotten a lot of views at this point, I thought at the time if I could help one person to get through it without panic, I will have done my job. And I will be really happy because I was terrified before I had to go for my first MRI. The thought of being enclosed in that thing that makes you feel entombed was something I just couldn't deal with. And I'm grateful beyond belief because it seems to have impacted a lot of people. The reason I put it out was when I was doing my research for my MRI, I had um, everything I looked at online was it was all the people who had horrible experiences. So it was all making me more frightened and more frightened and more frightened to the point where when I went to the place that day, it was with such trepidation that I was programmed to fail. But thankfully, I was lucky enough to get two wonderful, wonderful girls who helped me to get through it on the second try. Didn't make it on the first try, but I did make it on the second try, and I'm so happy to hear that news. I just, you did go 23 miles away for an open one? Yes. Oh, I'm thrilled for you. And do you have the results yet? And I just pray that the results are good. Unfortunately, with mine, the results were really bad. But at the same time, just think what it might have been. It gave the doctors the information that they needed to be able to help me through a very difficult time and through a very difficult surgery. And I am so fortunate, and please let it stay that way, that, yeah. So I just, yeah, please let me know if if the prognosis from your tests is good, because I pray for you that it is, and for so many people it is. And you saying that you're a 30-year-old baby, let me tell you, it doesn't matter age, it doesn't matter who you are. I've had huge men who, or tough guys contact me and tell me that they were scared to death and they could barely get through it. Every one of us has certain things in our lives that we find it very difficult to deal with. It just is a fact of life. Many people don't talk about the things that they're frightened of or talk about the things that they find it hard to deal with, but they do. And I will tell you, I mean, a lot of you know I've gone through some really rough times in the past year or more. On the 28th, you go to the doctor to go over everything. Oh, good. Oh, that's good. Oh, okay, great. Oh, okay. I'm so happy that you came in and told me this, and I'm happy for you. Please let me know. Please do. Take care. Oh, that see those tiny little moments when you realize that some little thing that you did made a difference. I often think of all of us as it's like ripples on a pond. What we put out there, it's going to impact people either positively or negatively. And it just is. And if you can do something that makes one person's life a little bit easier and they can do something that helps somebody else, what a great thing all of that is. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, there's no question. And you really don't. But we all just, again, go through what we go through. What I started to say before, though, the stuff that I'm going through right now, a lot of it has been so tough, and a lot of it has been so draining. And there are there are moments in my life when the depression, situational, has been so acute that I could really understand the people who have chosen to take their lives. Never understood it before. I always thought, how could you think of a permanent solution to a temporary problem? I didn't get it. And I think maybe I needed to go through all of this to get it, because I do now. And it's something that when I get past this, I really intend to make at least a few videos about it, because once again, I know there are people out there suffering, and I know that there are people out there who need to hear the words that, as terrible as it gets, as terrible as it feels at certain moments in your life, and we all have different reasons for it. We all have different things that happen to us that make us feel that way. But whatever it is that if you say to yourself sometimes, my job is simply to get through this moment in time, simply to get through the next hour, simply to get through this day, and just take it that way until things can get better. And sometimes they have to get infinitely worse before they get better. But interesting, because in all those motivational quotes I've been putting out on Instagram lately, and as I say, I put them out for you, but I put them out equally as much for me every single day, because they do motivate me and they do make a difference for me. But so many of them are just, I think, so true. So it is what it is. Um, I just realized I did it again. I can't believe it. I forgot to take my pill and I'm getting a headache. It's really bad with that. I also did not sleep well last night at all. Look at me. I've got these really deep circles, but it is what it is. And it'll all get better. Is there anything special going on for any of you that you want to talk about? Or anything new and exciting? Any good news anyplace? I'd love to hear some of that. Wow, as soon as I get off here, I've got to take that pill. That was really dumb. Once again, I went out for breakfast this morning and I went to an IHOP. And I was really looking forward to, they have this special deal. Did I see A Star is Born? Which version of it? I've seen several versions of it. Um, oh, by the way, I saw the movie, I don't know if it's called Hustlers? The Hustlers? I forgot. But the movie with Jennifer Lopez, and it was a real story about these women who are strippers, and what they were doing was fleecing guys with a lot of money and really stealing many thousands of dollars, up to huge sums of money. And the reason I bring it up is I wasn't 100% sure I wanted to see the movie, but I did, and I thought it was very well done. And Jennifer Lopez, I was thinking she was a much younger girl because she always has that kind of presence about her, and she's a beautiful woman, and she has one hell of a body. The new No, I didn't. Oh, with Lady Gaga and Bradley. Oh no, no. I actually I would love to see that. Yeah, I would definitely love to see that. But I am also amazed. Well, let me just finish about that. It's so good. Oh, if I can see it, I will, Carol. Thanks. Um, when I was watching this, there are several scenes in the movie where they're in strip clubs and Jennifer Lopez is teaching one of the other characters in the movie how to pole dance. That one, I know she was a dancer before. I know her body, and they said, I think somebody told me that she celebrated her 50th birthday. Is that possible? I find it hard to believe. In any case, you could bounce a dime off her butt. You really could. I don't think it's amazing. You had to see her, and they had close-ups. Her entire body. It looks like, I don't know. You know, when things, okay, when things get too big and you have to make an extra seam or if you've lost weight, you have to make an extra seam. It looks as if somebody took in her whole body. It's perfect. It's perfect. She looks like somebody who's 29 years old. Absolutely incredible. And the whole movie, I just kept looking at her and saying, hot dang. I mean, there's something else. So it's worth seeing the movie, even if it's just for that. That, and I saw some of the most beautiful teeth in that movie that I have seen in some time. Those girls had smiles. Son of a gun. She is gorgeous. Absolutely true. She is gorgeous, and God bless. So, yeah, that was great. But then, oh God, I wanted to say something about the movies, though. I don't remember now. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. I do not understand, yeah, about the teeth. No, the girl who plays the Asian girl in that. every time they focused in on her teeth, I wanted her teeth. They were gorgeous. Her smile was gorgeous. And I just thought, wow, that must be so incredible to look like that. I know a lot of these people have had a lot of work, and but still, oh my God, it looked incredible. My pet peeve with movies today, and I don't know if it's local here or if it's the way they're doing it all over the country at this point or beyond. I do not understand why they play the same five movies in every movie theater within maybe 15, 20-mile range, maybe more. What is the point of having the same movies in every single theater so that you don't get a wide range of things available to you that you can see? Do they do it there too? It's crazy to me. I don't get it. It doesn't seem to make sense. And they only keep movies in the theater for a very short time until they go to the next stage, which I guess is the pay-per-view, and then putting them out on videos and all of that. But wow, you have a short window of opportunity. And yeah, I don't know if I had mentioned to you that I had seen Downton Abbey, I guess a week ago, and I loved it. I absolutely loved that movie. It was very low. It's the wonderful British humor. I love the British humor. It's low key and it's really good. Uncaged has been showing. Yeah, see here, I mean I don't know. I can't even find anything anymore. I really can't. I almost went to live theater this past week, but didn't quite because I wasn't feeling well. So, but that would be a nice thing to do as well. We have some regional theater here, and some of them are supposed to be very good. Of course, we have Broadway, and Broadway's unbelievable. I used to see most plays that came out years ago. I haven't gone to Broadway shows in years, and now the only way I could go is if we went in by car because I could never go in by train and have to do all those steps and all that walking. But I would love to be able to do that at some point. There's something about, especially, I mean, I love all plays, I really do. There's something about live theater that is so exhilarating. It's like you get past that proscenium arch. You are part of it. It's like, well, it is live action, but especially the musicals. And speaking of musicals, I know that Cats, the musical, is going to be coming out. I don't remember if they said it was going to be in November, but I think it might be. And I really want to see that. The coming attraction of it really got me. I want to do that. You haven't had Judy? And oh, yeah, those two movies I enjoyed so much. I told you I saw Judy twice, and I really loved it. It was so well done. I told you I will be shocked if she does not get at the very least an Academy Award nomination for that role in Judy. And Linda Ronstadt, I learned so much about her that I didn't know. And as a documentary film, it was just done extraordinarily well, and I highly recommend it. I think it was terrific. It really was. Downton Abbey, you have to be able to appreciate the British humor, and I do. So, yeah, I thought it was extremely well done. I love documentaries too. I also love biographies. Linda was talking about that today. She recorded several biographies and she's going to watch them. Apparently, they have them on TV, so I'm going to see if I can look at that. You did see Downton Abbey. Did you enjoy it? I just thought it was really great. and how they had all those little bits and pieces of all the stories come together. I thought it was quite wonderful. I really did. Yes, yeah. And it's interesting because with that kind of movie, you either get it or you don't. And once again, I saw that movie twice. The first time I saw it, the audience got the humor, and you would hear these sort of quiet little chuckles when a line was said that was funny. Second time I saw it, not as many people in the theater, and they didn't get it. They just didn't get it. So it was amazing to me to, to see that it was dead silence, dead silence. And the person that I saw it with the second time hated it, hated it. So go figure. I mean, I guess that's why they have so many different things because, oh yeah, that gay bar scene. Well, I mean, yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, it did seem a little bit gratuitous in the way that it was thrown in, but it's certainly showed that different aspect of society, which is a very, very real. Um, do I have any? I don't think I have any of my helpers tonight. I don't believe I do. I am going to have to do my own housekeeping. Okay, done. Okay, yeah, listen, it took a while. We've done pretty well with that lately, so I can't complain. Okay, on that note, I think I'm going to get ready to end it because I'm really getting a headache because I'm stupid. So I'm going to go take my pill and the butler. Yes, right. Yeah. Yep. All right. Yeah, as I say, so I'm going to end it now, and I'm really happy that I was able to come on. And oh Lord, they are out tonight. So here we go. Oh, hi. I'm glad you did say hi. So, okay, I don't really have the patience to have to deal with these trolls who are coming on. It was the same guy? Yeah. Okay, today is what? What is today? Sunday? I will try to come. Oh no, yeah, I think I can come on Wednesday night. Wednesday, this woman whose home my friend Jackie and I had sold, we sold her home and we sold her a new home over a year ago, and she's taking us out to dinner Wednesday night. So I'm looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I think we were able to make a difference in her life at a difficult time in her life. She was going through some stuff, and we helped make it better. So that's one of the aspects of my job that I loved the most over the years. Okay, so I will hopefully see you again Wednesday night. If for any reason I can't do it, I'll try to let you know. And I hope everybody has a great night. So take care, and I will talk to you all soon. And I love you all. I'm going to try to figure out the thing about getting the regular videos up. If anybody thinks of anything else that I missed, please let me know. Take care, everybody. Oh, Rita, night.